All right, welcome to section 3 of our lesson for today. So we just finished filling out our boxes in our chart with comparisons. Now we're going to go ahead and look at our next passage, and this is called the Great Inca Road. And so this is a little bit of social studies for you. So geographically, the Incas lived below or south of where we are in the United States right now. So we're going to read a little bit more about the Incas and the Great Inca Road. So follow along as I read for us. So this says, roads are difficult to build and expensive to take care of. However, we still need to be looking for those signal words. However, a great civilization needs great roads. Roads connect people to the food and the other goods they need to live. They allow the government to send help where it is needed. Even the most ancient civilizations understood the need for good roads. All right, so let's look at our first paragraph. See if you can spot any good signal words. If you found, however, great job. That's going to show us that we're comparing two things that are different. Awesome. Paragraph number 2. High in the Andes Mountains, the Incan Empire thrived. That means they did so well for hundreds of years. When Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, they were amazed by the roads they found. Even the longest Roman road, the Via Appia, was not as long as the Incas' royal way. The Incan road was 3,500 miles long. Like the Via Appia, the royal way connected the capital to other parts of the empire. More roads connected to it. All in all, the network of Inca roads stretched for 23,000 miles. So if we're looking at paragraph 2, see if you can find any of our signal words, either words that show us that there's a comparison between two similar things or a comparison between two different things. Paragraph 3. Unlike the Romans, the Incas did not have wheels or carts. Instead, they rode llamas. These sturdy animals carried people and goods all over the empire. If you don't know what a llama looks like, it looks like this. That would be pretty great. All right. These sturdy animals carried people and goods all over the empire. Messengers, known as chusquis, ran along the Great Inca Road. They carried messages from the king to all of his people. And finally, paragraph number 4. The Great Inca Road passed through high mountains. To safely cross the deep mountain ravines, the Incas built amazing hanging bridges. These bridges were not made out of steel like modern bridges. Instead, they were woven out of plant fibers. But the Spanish found that the bridges were strong enough to carry soldiers and horses safely. Very cool. All right, so did we read our passage? We sure did. And now, friends, we have 2 questions that we're going to think about and answer. So our first question says the roads of different groups of people are compared in this passage. Which groups are they? So in this passage, we talked about 2 different groups of people and their roads. Our answer choices are the Spanish and the Incas, the Spanish and the Romans, the Incas and the Romans, or the Incas, the Spanish, and the Romans. So let's look back at our passage. The roads of 2 different people groups. Let's see. I think that maybe we should look in paragraph 2. Go ahead and reread paragraph 2 right now and see if you can find the 2 groups of people whose roads that we are comparing. So I see high in the Andes Mountains, the Incan Empire thrived for hundreds of years. So friends, I already know our title is the Great Inca Road. So is one of our groups going to be the Incas? Yes. When Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, they were amazed at the roads they found. So let's look back at our answer choices. The Spanish and the Incas. So friends, this question is trying to trick you a little bit because Do we see Spanish and Incan? Yes. But when we read our paragraph, does it say anything about Spanish roads? No, just Spanish explorers. So we can go ahead and X that choice out because it's just talking about the Spanish people, not the Spanish roads. Let's read our next sentence. Even the longest Roman road, the Via Appia, was not as long as the Inca's royal way. The Incan road was 3,500 miles long. All right, so this is something that we might want to pay attention to. Even the longest Roman road was not as long as the Inca's royal way. So are we talking about the road of a certain type of people? Yes. So we know it's not the Spanish and the Incas. The Spanish and the Romans, that doesn't even mention the Incas. That's a really bad answer choice. Are we talking about the Incas and the Romans? The longest Roman road, the Inca's royal way, the Incan road. I would think about that very carefully and then go ahead and choose your answer when you're ready. And then our last answer choice says the Incas, the Spanish, and the Romans. So that's 3 groups that we're comparing. That seems kind of like a crazy answer choice to me because, like we said, do we ever talk about Spanish roads? Nope, just Spanish explorers. So what's our best answer choice? Probably this one. All right, and then let's look at our last question right here. Which sentence from the passage compares 2 important roads? Okay, so when you see the word compares, you know that we're looking at 2 different things. And if they are alike or different, alike or different. So our answer choices, even the most ancient civilization understood the need for good roads. Does that compare to important roads? Our second choice, when Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, they were amazed by the roads they found. Does that compare to important roads? Our third answer choice, even the longest Roman road, the Via Appia, was not as long as the Inca's royal way. Does that compare to important roads? And our last answer choice, these bridges were not made out of steel like modern bridges. Go ahead, take a second and think. Which of these answer choices compares 2 important roads? Take a second and think about it. Let's go through our answer choices again. Our first one, even the most ancient civilizations understood the need for good roads. I don't think so. When Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, they were amazed by the roads they found. Again, we're talking about the Spanish explorers. Do they have anything to do with Spanish roads? No, not that we know of. Even the longest Roman road, the Via Appia, was not as long as the Inca's royal way. Does that compare to important roads? Or these bridges were not made out of steel like modern bridges? So I see the word like here, which is one of our signal words, but is our question asking about bridges? No. So go ahead and pick your 2 answer choices. These are not the right answer choices. I'm just clicking them. And once you're finished, go ahead and click the next